guys, Ryan Biddulph here, blogging from paradise with my trusty reflective coat. Make sure I stay alive, although I'm not really on the road too much, but still makes sense. We got the torch on, and we're going with the vertical view. Landscape views, not doing it for me. I'm doing these videos, not live I should say, recorded during a walk. So I wanted to share just an idea. And of course it relates to blogging, it relates to life. A lot of bloggers out there, a lot of human beings. Maybe I'll do these personal development videos. I kind of have been a little bit more, looking down so I don't trip and fall, which will be funny during a video. No editing, you know I'll go with it. A lot of folks out there are really depressed. And I think there's certain triggers. One of them is the holidays. Here in the States, we're in the holiday season. It stirs up a trigger, this blanket feeling of depression, sadness, seasonal factors. It's all triggered, but it's in you. So you can't get over what's still in you. So people will say, be positive, when you're clinging to your mother's terminal illness. I know how that feels. Now, I've felt a lot of it, and I've cried it out, and I've been upset, so I'm not depressed about it now. I accept it. It's her experience. Acceptance equals no depression. Resistance, burying, drinking, drugs, pushing it down, just saying, I'm not going to deal with it now. I don't want to feel it. That's what creates deeper depression, deeper depression, deeper depression. One of these aspects of depression that just folks never get. People don't tell you this shit, but I will, because I am truthful, I'm honest, I'm clear, and I don't have that highly developed fear of giving a shit what people think. It's a great thing that I've kind of developed over the years, and that's this idea of people looking at Kelly and I, because we live the life we do. A little over a week, we're going to fly to Oman, which is so exciting. Mysterious country, beautiful country, generous people, kind people. On the Arabian Peninsula, we're going to spend 2 months there in a house sit. They say we're really lucky, and that's bullshit because luck doesn't exist. Qui-Gon Jinn taught us that. Ben Kenobi. But people get depressed when they scroll through Facebook and they see all the places we've been. And they compare themselves, a lot of people, to us in our lives and thinking, oh, I just work a job and I really don't like the job. And then folks get this weird idea, and it fuels their depression. It's the fear, it's the tension, and it's all not true. The idea that Kelly and I never had to deal with anything, that we're gifted, we're talented, we're lucky, we're blessed. Fuck no! We had to go through many, many deeper fears and terrors and depressions than you. And I'm pointing to you out there who, and I love you, but I have to point because you have to own that shit. Because I did the same shit. The reason why we're living our dreams is because we decided to embrace many of our deepest fears and feel out the depression and feel out the pain, the sorrow. The only reason someone lives their dreams, if you get all depressed thinking, oh, they haven't had to deal with what I had to deal with, or I have this shitty life and they're this way, and it makes me feel depressed. Those feelings you're having now, the comparison curse, and this general idea of, I'm so depressed because their life looks so awesome and my life sucks. And I've been there, I get that, or it's, I'm just really not happy with what I'm doing. You have to feel those feelings and own them 100% on a genuine level to where you begin crying, because there's crying down there. You're a human being, let's not be silly. Every human being cries. If you're not crying, you have mental problems because you're pushing down the energy of crying, which is strange that people feel shame and embarrassed at something that's so natural. Sorry, this is how we do it. It's cold out, so every human being cries. So when you feel that depression, when you just go into a quiet room, maybe grab a pillow if you want to punch it, cry into it. When you clear those feelings out, you'll begin to see that, digging more into our stories, that we're living our dreams because we're walking down very dark. Hold on a second. Shit. All right. You'll begin to see we're living our dreams because we faced some really deep, dark depressions, deep, dark, genuinely scary fears. We felt them and then we move forward. So instead of thinking that we're lucky, you begin to see what's true. These people that you're depressed, when you look at their Facebook feed and you think they live such a cool life, and my life just isn't what their life is, the comparison curse, you don't understand they've dealt with much and they've felt. It's one thing dealing with. Who gives a shit about dealing with? They've felt much, much deeper fears. They've sprinted light years ahead of you outside of their comfort zone, because the only reason you're living a life you really don't want to live is because you're not facing your fears, and you're not facing the deep ones. The fear of criticism from loved ones, the fear of losing your money. Pardon my French, that's how we roll. The fear of just all types of stuff. I mean, you guys know what it is. So if you're living a life that's more comfortable but unhappy, and that's causing the depression is just you looking at a fear and turning around instead of feeling it. And then when you start seeing the truth of it, it's actually very freeing and it's amazing. You start to say, oh my God, I could actually feel this stuff even though it feels really shitty. Let it go, and then you start to follow people instead of being jealous or angry or just that blanket cause of depression. I don't want to see that. And then you start to realize, oh shit, those people, Ryan and Kelly, they jumped into their fears. They sprinted out of their comfort zone. There's no skill to that. I mean, you develop a skill, I guess, but it's just willing to tolerate highly uncomfortable feelings and feel them. Not tolerate, feel the feelings. Then when you begin to do that stuff, it's amazing. Time to go to the frickin' Jesus Christ. Auto inspection. Oh shit, I should. Alright, hold on a sec. But you begin to see that people that are living their dreams through blogging are really coming from this space of some fearlessness, but then they delve into their stuff. They dove into their fears. They felt them. They were not lucky. They were not gifted or blessed or talented. What, are you kidding me? They dove into their fears on a deeper level. And then you'll start to say, oh shit, instead of feeling depressed, maybe I should study these people and follow their advice and get the energy down like their energy. And you're starting to understand that these people really dove deeply into their fears, far greater. So maybe the little thing I'm thinking about, I don't want my sister to be upset with me, or I don't want my parents to be upset. You gotta make decisions where your whole family thinks you're a fucking loon. That's what happens when you live a life like Kelly and I. Or, you're gonna have people, they're gonna get sick, really sick, when you're away. And your intuition's gonna say, you know what to do. If you're traveling the world, it's just, everybody's path is different. But you learn not to do things from a place of fear, like guilt. So, you don't stir things up with your family, or a place of just knowing and trust. This is the real shit, man. This is how you not defeat depression. This is how you let it go. You start exploring the fears, and then you start looking at these people who are living amazing lives, and you're like, man, they nudged that much more deeply into their fear in me. And that's why Kelly and Ryan are going to Oman, and why they've been circling the globe for 7 years as professional bloggers, and why I'm not. You're choosing not to. It's your choice. You may have some heavy programming that says, oh my God, don't do that. Follow the herd. Don't do things that's too risky. You could fail, you could lose this, you could lose that. And what you do is you listen to those voices in your head. You look at professional bloggers, globetrotters, people who live their dreams, and you understand we don't trust those voices. They run up in our heads too. They run around in our heads. They attach themselves to some really strong feelings. And guess what? You sit there, you feel it, and then you keep going. And that's why we're circling the globe, and why we're going to Oman in a little over a week, and why the Blogging from Paradise guy has been doing this for so incredibly long. Whew, man, it's brisk out here and I love it. So guys, if you are willing to dive into your fears, keep nudging into them persistently, you're going to understand those depressed feelings you have, when you look around, I mean, just in general, but especially when you hop on Facebook and you look at folks who are living a really cool life, and you're wondering, why the heck are they doing that? I'm depressed. They're this, they're that. They went so much deeper into their fears than you choose to. And you could start choosing to do it right now. What's one of your big fears with blogging? What's one of your big fears with life? You want to start nudging in that direction and following your fun. And that's exactly where the freaking magic happens. If you want to become a full-time blogger, you can purchase my ebook at bloggingfromparadise.com/ebook/ is this way. If you enjoy it, share it with your buddies. You could grab it there. Guys, this depression. Look at folks who maybe you envy, or they quote unquote make you feel depressed. They're just triggering the fears that you got to start feeling because they've nudged into something really deeper. It's okay, guys. You'll get through it. These fears seem scary. They feel scary, but on the other side, you're going to be so incredibly free, and things are going to improve so much in your life. You're going to see so much more sweetness, abundance. More important than that, peace, poise, calm. You won't have that heavy fear just soaking through your being. It won't be like that anymore, or depression, or the despondence. 11 minutes, man, that's good. All right, guys. I hope to upload this. We'll see. Until next time, you know what to do. Time to finish up with my cardio. It feels like the Blair Witch Project here. I can start looking down. I haven't tripped on the sidewalk yet. I know you guys are rooting for it. Much love to everybody. Enjoy paradise, all.